Now, the Israeli Defense Forces have put out pictures that they've provided incubators to the Al-Shifa Hospital. Meenakshi has some more details about this. Meenakshi, Israel is of course going to the greatest extent possible to explain its actions and also saying that it's also going in there with a humanitarian purpose. And while it's carrying out operations at these hospitals, they're also providing the authorities there with the requisite medical equipment that's required to ensure that the patients are not compromised.
Well, yes, Siddharth, you've more or less summarized what the Israeli army is saying. We'll also take our viewers through the tweets which have been put up by the IDF. Basically, what the IDF is claiming is that they're offering humanitarian assistance. This is to the Al-Shifa Hospital. They say that they've initiated a humanitarian effort to coordinate the transfer of incubators from a hospital in Israel to the Shifa Hospital in the Gaza Strip. Now, they've also put out these pictures of incubators being taken and provided to the Al-Shifa Hospital. Why the Israeli army or the Israeli government is doing this? Very obvious. Basically, they are telling the world, saying that yes, we are carrying out a targeted attack as far as Hamas is concerned, because they have been claiming that Hamas is hiding in the Al-Shifa Hospital, but also saying that, look, as far as humanitarian aid is concerned, that's flowing uninterrupted. We are providing humanitarian aid, and as a testimony, as an evidence of the same, they've put out pictures of these incubators being taken to the Al-Shifa Hospital.
Right, many thanks for that, Meenakshi. Let me also take this across to our colleague Rishabh. Rishabh, we're also in the midst of what many have described as an information war. This is also a war of narratives. The Israelis making every effort to tell the world out there that there's absolutely no inhuman action that's associated with what they're actually doing in Gaza. While they're, of course, carrying out these operations within hospital premises, they're also taking medical equipment along to ensure that the lives of the patients there are saved.
Well, definitely, this is information war, Siddharth, as you rightly mentioned. While Hamas has come out with footage saying that Israel is targeting hospital, they are inadvertently killing non-combatants. Israel has now come up with a video where they are saying and claiming that Al-Shifa Hospital's basement was nothing but a space that was used by Hamas as their headquarters, something from where the terror outfit was operating. While they were entering, as per IDF, they carried along incubators, baby food, along with paramedics and well-trained Arabic-speaking medics to ensure that there is no communication gap. Apart from this information war, what we are also seeing on social media, and these videos are being shared by the senior officials of both sides, be it people who are against Israel or people who are with Israel. The spoof videos are now coming in, mocking each other. So definitely, you rightly pointed it out, that this is an information war, apart from what's happening on ground in Israel and Gaza.
Okay, thanks a lot for that, Rishabh. Now, here's also what Daniel Hagari, the IDF spokesperson, has had to say. Remember, he was on a daily basis giving press conferences in Israel, putting out Israel's version of events. He's now in Gaza City as well. Here's what Daniel Hagari has had to say.
Based on intelligence information and an operational necessity, IDF forces are carrying out a precise and targeted operation against Hamas in a specified area in the Shifa Hospital. The IDF is conducting a ground operation in Gaza to defeat Hamas and rescue our hostages. Israel is at war with Hamas, not with the civilians in Gaza. The IDF forces include medical teams and Arabic speakers who have undergone specified training to prepare for this complex and sensitive environment, with the intent that no harm is caused to the civilians being used by Hamas as human shields. In recent weeks, the IDF has publicly warned time and again that Hamas's continued military use of Shifa Hospital jeopardizes its protected status under the international law. We also gave ample time to stop this unlawful abuse of the hospital. The IDF has also facilitated wide-scale evacuation of the hospital and maintained regular dialogue with hospital authorities.
Well, let me go back once again to Meenakshi. Meenakshi, there have been multiple hospitals in Gaza which have been a theatre of operations as far as the IDF is concerned. There's, of course, the Al-Shifa Hospital that we spoke about. There was also the Al-Rantisi Hospital, which happens to be a children's hospital. There's the Indonesian hospital. Take us through some of these areas within Gaza City where Israel claims that civilians have been used as human shields and now carrying out these operations.
Well, yes, Siddharth. So without much ado, let's take our viewers through this map. Now, via this map, we are trying to help our viewers understand the demography, the topography of the area. Now, this is Israel. Israel basically claims that as far as Hamas is concerned, they are using these hospitals, three hospitals, Al-Shifa, Al-Quds, and also the Indonesian hospital, Al-Afda, as terror bases. And from there, Hamas is basically storing weapons, arms, and ammunition there. Right now, Israel has raided this hospital, the Al-Shifa Hospital. In the Al-Shifa Hospital, Israel claims that they've gone in the hospital, but they are, of course, not harming any civilians. Also, as we just said a few minutes ago, providing humanitarian aid. Also, we've seen bombings at the two other hospitals. Israel is facing flak over the hospital offensive. Israel claims that no, we are not harming civilians. We are only targeting, they're calling it quote-unquote a targeted operation against Hamas terror dens. Back to you, Siddharth.
Thanks a lot for that, Meenakshi.